Hi everyone, we're back for day 3 of working on the greenhouse. Today will be another half day. I've got my bonsai meeting tonight, but we're hoping to get our third section down today. This is the third section here behind me that we'll be taking down, and I'll be working on getting the other fan down and some of the electrical.
I am numbering everything so we can put it back together again.
Even though there's snow on the ground outside, it's still nice and warm in the greenhouse here. I'm still wearing shorts. So this wire gets a little brittle that holds the cable up. Sometimes it just kind of breaks off when I try and unwind it. Okay. Now I gotta feed this thing over here, I guess. Yeah, I might as well. When the sun comes out, it really warms up here.
Yeah, I know. I have to take off another layer.
Holy cow. I think to get up in there, I have to drop. Okay. Let me get down a bit lower. Now, I think I can carry it.
Do you?
Yeah.
A little heavy for me.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Okay. I just got to make sure these fan blades clear everything. Not a light fan, is it?
No, no.
Holy cow.
I know.
Oh,
put her
got
down,
it.
Put her down.
Whew. That's heavy. I'll put it over with the other one. Yeah, it's pretty hot up here at the peak, isn't it, Laura?
Yeah. Very warm.
You can just imagine what this would be like in summertime, eh? Every time we move. I know. There we go. Okay. No, it's not hard to do. Aeroplane going by. Yesterday we got our last section of trusses down, and now we're starting to work on the front wall. Laura and I released the tension on the springs that it helps you lift the garage door up, and now we're removing the rest of the mechanisms. To release the spring tension, we had to undo these 2 bolts and then put a bar, 2 bars, one in here and one in here, and just slowly unwind the spring to release the tension on it. Our next step is to remove the upper part of the track that holds the door. Take that away, and then we can lift the door panels up one at a time to remove them. So Laura's working on getting the cable ties for the garage door undone at the bottom down here. And up top, see how the plastic's touching the one bracket there? Over on this side, we've got some carpeting that stops it tearing the plastic. So kind of an important thing to show here. Yeah, I've got the winder unscrewed or unbolted from the center here. So we've had a few difficulties. The one track here, the rivet is going around, so we can't get the bolt head off, so we'll have to cut that. We've got the one cable undone at the bottom. It had a clamp joining the cable where it had broken before on the left hand side. And on the right hand side, how's the cable held in, Laura?
I'm just trying to get the cotter pin out. Okay,
cotter pin. Here's a picture of the track. So the center part of the track isn't bolted to the arch. And this track has quite a gap between the cross brace over there. And on this side, the track's hitting the cross brace, so and it's also not bolted at the center. Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. We're back for day 5 of tearing down the greenhouse. Yesterday we did a lot of the heavy work, taking down the garage door tracks and the mechanism the spring-loaded mechanism that makes it easy to lift the door up and down. So today we're going to finish taking down the garage door in sections. Here's the overhead tracks lying on the ground, and then the kids were out yesterday helping while I was at the Toronto Bonsai show, and they started loading up the wagon. So this is a 18-foot wagon, and the trusses or the roof arches are loaded on the wagon, the ones we've got down. There's the big heavy shaft here with the pulleys and the springs for the garage door. That was a really heavy piece to lift down. My wife and I could it wasn't too heavy, but it was hard to lift it down. We had to be really careful. Yeah, so we got Julian out today working. He's helping out with the garage door today. We got to take out the other door, the smaller door, and the window, and eventually that whole end wall will come down. Oh, this one came out soon. We can get the bolt out. There we go. And oh, there's a washer there. We just have the last 2 panels of the garage door to take off now, and the nuts that hold the bolts and nuts that hold the hinge on here. I was reaching in a wrench through this gap here to hold the bolt head while I take the nuts off, to take each glass panel off one at a time. But on the lower one, you can see the gap goes from quite large up here, and it diminishes down to nothing at the bottom. So for the last 2 door panels, we are going to have to take the big tracks down, the big angle irons, so separate the entire door frame from the wooden structure, and then remove the last two glass panels, or last 2 garage door panels, after it's all taken down. What was in there, Jules? A mouse or something?
Well, I think it's that mole.
Oh, is that the one that was chewing there?
That's why they put the bucket there. It was there before.
We were working and we could hear a chewing noise.
Yeah.
Dad, you should film the mouse.
So there's the little mouse that was creating all the trouble. Let me just lift him up so you can see him here. Rather cute. Hello. Just looked up at the camera. Very cute, but he was chewing away at the greenhouse, so he's captured and he'll be released somewhere.
Well, you missed a shot now because I just finished.
Throw it over there. Good work, Jules. All right. We're ready.
I have to go on this side, guys.
Okay.
Okay, now I can do it. Now, watch that cord, Jules.
Yeah, watch you don't trip on all these chains and cords. You need taking off the chain, right?
That stupid chain.
Okay, and then we never did get that cotter pin out here, did we?
That's right.
For the cable.
So if you can get that out or cut it off, that'd be great.
Okay.
I think it was lying on the ground.
So you got to hammer down on this.
Okay.
I got to grip it tight.
Take this out of the way or no?
Well, it should. Yeah, actually, you can. Hold on.
I just assumed it was the same as the other side. Okay.
What was that about in the ground?
It's not as far into the ground.
Okay.
So I guess just gonna make sure they're the same size before I.
Yeah. Well, as long as they're marked, which is left and right.
Yeah, I am marking.
Can't get that over since.
That's why it was in the lattice.
I'll hook it in some lattice here. Nice and buggy.
Template.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Thing.
You have to cut a new piece out or something.
Yeah. But I thought it would be all.
Okay.
Okay. Take out sections like
Well,
it's
don't-
all. Like we could take out the 2x4s are like tight together with these giant bolts, right? And so I didn't want to take those apart. What are we doing? I'm putting it like sideways so we can carry it. And I'm just gonna carry it, yeah, over to the
You got it?
this, yes. I'm gonna start. You okay, Jill?
Yeah. Where's all the rest of the hardware? There should be 16 bolts.
Your side a little closer, and then we can lean it against this wall, and it definitely won't go down. It's much safer. Okay.
We're working on getting the gas heaters lowered down now. So we disconnected the gas line to it, which is back here. Just using this junction here. And the gas heaters are held on by 2 bolts up top here. These threaded rods just go up into the angle iron. 19 millimeter nut on the top. And we're going to lower it down on the scaffolding for starters. So Laura is just putting some wooden wedges underneath the gas heater to support it, and I can undo the nuts up top. And it should all be free. It's just a plug-in electrical cord, and that'll be the first of the 2 gas heaters lowered. The pieces of angle that are holding the furnace up are just attached to the front here with a screw. I don't know if you can see it in there. And the back is just free floating. So that just rests on top of this beam here. And it's just held together at the back with the actual heater bolts here. So it's all free and ready to come down now.
Do you need Julian for the
I don't think so. You ready? Going well. Okay. Now a little further. Right to there. That's good. I can get at that now. At the back of the heater here, there's a wire, a cable coming out the bottom of it that runs way up to the peak of the roof, and it runs all the way along, and I've been undoing it in the other section. I'm not sure what it's for. It's just cut off at the end. So I've got to take all that down up here to get these 2 heaters out. Otherwise I'd have to cut the wire or disconnect it, but so I'm just gonna take it down because it has to come down anyway. So I got the last fan down up here. Laura and I lifted it down. It was very heavy. I'm just removing the last of the cables running along the ceiling. So we found out what those wires were on the back of the gas heaters. They're the wires for the thermostats. So there's one for each heater, and they run along the roof, the peak of the roof, and then down to some thermostats down near the front of the greenhouse. It's almost the end of the day, and our last task will be to get the heater unit down. It's going to be quite heavy, so we'll be very careful. I've got all the thermostat cables detached now, so that'll be the last thing we get done on Sunday. So here's the front wall. It's just the plywood skinning now on this part. The insulation's coming down. Yeah, looking pretty good. Well, that's the end of the first week of taking apart the greenhouse. We've made a lot of progress, but there's still a lot of work to go. That's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me here in the Bonsai Zone.